learned marching with drill and playing. Can everybody hear this? Can everybody hear this now? Okay, there we go. All right. Very excited. Okay. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the show before I introduce our leadership and stuff like that. The show is called 1984. Who's heard of the book, the novel by George Orwell, 1984? Yeah, and a lot of you may have read that in high school. How many of you guys out here have read that or know all about that? 1984, yeah. There's even a film that was made in 1984 based on the book. It's very clever, great marketing scheme there. And basically we're basing this whole show around the contents of the book, the storyline of the book. The story is about a man named Winston Smith. He lives in what was at that time thought of a futuristic world. And it's a very militaristic and kind of a communist type world at that time. And the book was written right after World War II, so it was written with kind of the idea of what the world would be like if communism took over rather than democracy or the republics. And so Winston Smith is, of course, played by Aaron. Where you at? Aaron Hudson? Yeah. So he starts off the show with one is the loneliest number. There's this one guy alone in this world with these different ideas than the rest of the collective. Okay, so he plays sort of the soloist and the heroine of the story. And later on, in some music that we're going to be playing, we'll introduce O'Brien, which is kind of the overly intelligent but evil, mean guy in the story. Okay, and that's played by Max McLaughlin, our mean resident guy. And so you'll see that when we get to the music, kind of how that works. They kind of duel it out with some cool jazz stuff. We have, of course, we're Coweta. We have to have jazz in there, right? So, all right. So we're going to do another run of this, but first I want to go ahead and kind of introduce some leadership. Just give me a second to get my notes here.